wife of renowned Nigerian preachers, Pastor Paul Enench'S, has stirred discussion with her recent remarks on the spiritual importance of consistent tithe payment. Speaking during a teaching session, Becky Enench'S likened skipping tithes to losing unsafe work on computer, suggesting that defaulters risk nullify their previous effort and going back to square one. In her analogy, she explained you have typed enough text and it is sufficient. Then suddenly you press delete, bam. Hey, you can imagine how that feels. Now, what more of such a thing as your tithe? Here, the wife of the renowned preacher, that is Becky Enench'S, has came up to advise the Christians, if not all over the world, that paying of tithe is what make Christians to be stable even in their work and in their personal life. That for skipping tithe, it makes the persons to go to square one. Because the trending of not paying tithe and offering has come over social media recently. Why one pastor is being bombarding people that preachers making themselves a rich from tithe that members pay. I think this is what warrant the situation of this woman to come up and started advising the people. He made a statement that if you have been a tithe payer and all of a sudden you stop, it's like somebody who had been typing a text on the computer and he pressed delete and everything wiped off. He said that is how it's going to be. Paying of tithes, returning God's portion, must be done consistently. Every time you miss your tithe, you go back to square one. The one you did before becomes nullified. It is like you press a delete button, bam, and all your work you did before deleted. Have you ever been typing and don't know, maybe someone entered the room or something? You have typed enough text. The content of what you type or of what you have typed is sufficient and you are not saving as you are typing. Then suddenly you press delete, bam. Hey, you can imagine how that feels. Like now, what more of such a thing as your tithes? It was an unnegotiable requirement of the children of Israel. It is still their practice till tomorrow. So you can see an Israelite today and they stand out anywhere. Yes, the wives of the preacher try to cite an example that they should not listen to the trending that is going on social media. That this tithe or offering payment, they started it from the Bible day, and it has been giving great help to people as God will look at somebody who is paying tithe to uphold and blessing the person the more. He cited an example that even the children of Israel has been paying tithe, and that is why they stand out anywhere. I think, on my own opinion, I want to buy the idea of the wives of this preacher that if you are a Christian and you are not paying tithe or you are not paying your offering, please, you are making yourself to go back to square one as it is being stated in this news. Because God has spoken in the Bible that people should bring tithe and offering to the church, and that is meant for the preacher so that there will be enough food for the teacher or the priest so that they will be able to work for God, which means every tithe and offering you pay as a Christian to the church. You are not giving it to the pastor to eat it. You give it for the work of God. Of such, you have seen projects going on in the church. What money are they using for? It is from your tithe and your offerings. Now, the Bible, the Word of God, has given a mandate to it that those tithe and the offering you pay, they are for the priests that work in the church. Because priests, they don't go any other place to work. Because priests, they are praying for you to succeed out there. So I want to make it clear here that the tithe, the offering, or whatever seed of faith that you give, it is not for the pastor to consume it, but it is being used for the work of God. That is what the people should know. So if you are a Christian and you are listening to the trending that is going on in the social media, you are doing yourself harm. Continue to pay your tithe, continue to pay your offerings, continue to serve God, and you will see your life will turn around according to the word of God. This is where we call it a day. Thanks for listening.